Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we are doing score reel cleaning and polishing. These are the nasty score reels out of my Williams Grand Prix, and you can just see how nasty they are. I got two of them because we're going to polish one on the camera, and then the other one we're going to compare it to. So you can see just how nasty and dirty these are. We're going to be using three products: ammonia-free glass cleaner, Novus 2, Novus 1, maybe naphtha, and then three different microfiber cloths, and one Scotch shop towel. I like these because they're thick and they really take a beating. So which one should we work on? They're both really nasty. Let's take the I don't know. Let's just take the nastiest one and we'll clean it. We'll clean that one first and we'll compare it to the one that's not as nasty. No, let's do it not as nasty and compare it to the real nasty. And when we're done with that, we'll clean the other one and we'll do that. So we're going to do, we'll leave, this is the really nasty one. We'll leave the real nasty one right there. Alright. First thing I do is I always take my Scott towel, I just fold it up into a half and then half. I take my glass cleaner, do that. Now, I always start these on 0. Why? Because I always got a guaranteed starting point, and I know when I spin around that I got every part clean. You don't have to start on 0, you can start on 6 or 4 or whatever. But that's how I do it. I usually will go around twice. Twice with everything. You can see, already see how clean it's getting already. But we're not done on that. And then we might actually touch this one up too, because it's got a lot of nicks on it. The reason why I go around twice, because a lot of times the dirt will get wet. And then it will come off. I do not recommend putting these in an ultrasonic cleaner or soaking them. I have done that before where I soaked them and the letters peeled up. So you're just gonna kind of like mush it down into the channel here and go around in a circle. Get this all clean out. And don't worry if you miss some of it or you can't get it off. That's where the Novus 2 comes in. Trust me, it will take all that off. I did 18 of these the other day because this Williams Grand Prix has 20 reels. That's actual 20 active reels. It's got actually 6 score reels, but you know, a lot of the machines got dummy reels. So let's flip this over. So since the machine's got dummy reels, there's not 24, there's only 20. And this is nasty right here. I might try Novus 2 on this. I mean naphtha. I can't tell if this is old grease or just really heavily stained. I'm trying to keep this in the camera. Let me see if I can tighten this up a little bit. Zoom it. Tight. Okay. As you can see, it's still got gunk in it. So I might try naphtha a little bit on that. Sometimes that naphtha, if that's grease, because I've had some reels that had grease on it. Because some people are like, oh, my score reel isn't working that good. It's sticking. I'll put some grease on it. Yeah, that doesn't work. The grease, it might help it right away, but when that grease flings, it eventually will dry out. And it will gum it up. So this is the first part in cleaning. It still looks, you know, kind of nasty. So let's get my, where is it here? Naphtha. Got this from my buddy Mike at work. This little bottle, which is nice. So I use it when I work on the machine, because you know I just need a couple drops, which is nice. So thanks, Mike. And he told me I've been using them more than he's been using them. But we're gonna see if we can get this junk off here. If not, yeah, it's not doing anything to it. Yeah, it's barely doing anything. Alright, so I'll just go over it real quick with that. It's bringing up some of it. But, what do you call it? The Novus 2 will remove all that. Notice I'm just using it on the inside. I'm not using it on the outside here. Okay, we're done with that. And you can see how they're clean, but they're still yellowed and they're still kind of cruddy looking. Now remember, there's a difference there already. Now I take a corner of my microfiber cloth, shake up my Novus too. I'm going to put a bunch on there. That's what I do. We're going to start at 0. I'm going to go across. And we will get a good polish coming out of it. Novus 2 I will be using on the inside of the reels too. And that will get out all the rest of the junk. As you can see already, a lot of that yellowing is gone. You can see how dirty my thing is becoming. And like I said, I always go over it twice. Sometimes I go over it thrice. Yeah, sometimes if it's just dirty enough, I'll do it 3 times. But I only had one reel that was like that, where I did it 3 times. Okay, pretty nice now. Now we're going to go back on the sides here. And this is where the Novus is going to shine on the sides. Let's see how that is. You can see it's got all crud in here, and then all that crud, you know, around the edges here. That will be gone. So where did I start here? These wheels are actually take a lot of abuse. So I do push on them kind of hard, not too hard. I can feel it flexing in my hand, and I push just to the point of where I can feel it flex. And then I'm done. Because you don't want to break one of these tabs off, because you're not gluing it. You're having some table art if you break one of those tabs off. So take it easy on it. But yeah, these things were made for the abuse of the score reel assembly. And you can see how that came up real nice. Now these, I will do the same thing. Let me get a little more Novus on there. The problem with these, when you go back and forth, it goes real good this way, but then when you come back, it always hooks on the edge here. So you got to kind of watch out when you bring the towel back around. But yeah, it's tedious. Oh man. Forgot my stopwatch. That is 10 hours and 38 minutes. That's how long I have spent on this head. Rebuilding all the score reels, the two-steppers, and cleaning the relays. This one's pretty gunky. This one I'm going to have to spend more time on these tabs. You're not going to get them perfect. You can get them close to perfect. But that depends how much time you want to spend on them. I'm doing this video because it's more content for the channel. Plus, a lot of people are worried about cleaning these things. You know, they're so dirty and baked out. They don't know how to clean them, and there's so many different methods that are on the market. You know, that all people do. I do this, I do that. And I figured if I made a video, you can see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I got a Q-tip too. I can get into that groove pretty good. I can get that crud out. So yeah, you can use a toothpick too. I mean a Q-tip to get into those little stubborn areas that you normally couldn't get into. And I think that's about it on this one. And I go around on the edge like this because there's still some crud on there. And there we go. So how's that look to you guys? Looks clean enough, doesn't it? But we're going to go one step further. You see the difference? We're going to go one step further yet. We're going to take my green one and we're going to kind of buff the Novus too. I just take my fingers like that and I'll go around 2 times. This will kind of like buff the Novus 2 residue. Oh, I go more than 2 times. I go till I just don't feel like it no more. It will buff the Novus 2, and now you're starting to get that shine. Plus it takes all the Novus 2 residue off. And you get a lot of that. Like on these, like I said, I go like this because when you come back like this, the cloth wants to hook on that. It still hooks a little bit, but okay. Now you see we got a shine. No shine on this one. We do have a shine on that. Now we're going to go on. One last step is Novus 1. Take another corner. Shake up my Novus 1. Get this nice and wet. If I can feel that. We're going to do the same thing. Start out at 0 and we're going to go around twice. You want to push on it hard, but not too hard where you're going to break it. You break it, you're buying a new reel. And don't say, Mark made me do that and Mark's the fault why I broke it. No, as you can see, I've done, I don't know how many of these reels now, maybe 100, and I haven't broke one yet. So if you do break one, it's because you're going too hard. Now you don't have to use Novus 2, I mean Novus 1 on the inside, but I still do. I still go around. It just helps get any last little bits off. I need an old Novus 2 on it. And we'll take our last one and unpolish it again. Now I am putting some pressure on this with this hand here. Now you need to do this yourself and then follow your own, how you feel comfortable. And my battery's just about dead. There we go. Difference. Big difference. We're going to do this one next. But I just want you to see, maybe if I can get some light on it. There's that shine. And you're going to get that shine in your cabinet when you got the lights popping on it. So these are cleaned and polished. So let's stop this video, put a battery in the camera, and we'll do that next one. And right now you can see the big difference between them two already. Alright, we're back. Remember, just to make sure, you can see the difference. Pretty bright, polished white. Look at that shine. You're going to get that with your lights flashing on these. All clean. And put that over there and let it glow by itself, and then you got your nasty one. Just all dirty and disgusting. So we're going to go over it again. I'm just going to use a new shop towel. I normally reuse them over and over again, but that one I got naphtha on it. I will usually get 2 or 3 reels out of a towel, but I put naphtha on that one, so I don't want to run naphtha over these numbers unless I have to, because if there's like grease on them or something. Remember, you want ammonia free. You don't want ammonia. If you got a car with window tint on it, you want ammonia free too. So alrighty, as you can see how dirty this is again. I'll go on it tight or wide. Tight. We're gonna go back and start cleaning up. Just that first wipe off takes a lot of that cruddy dust off. Now I don't know which reels these were on the machine, because I just took them all out and I just laid them in a big pile. So it doesn't matter where they go. You know, they don't have to go to player number 4 or player number 3 or the 100 spot. They just have to go back in the machine. The machine doesn't know where they came from or where they need to go. But I will show you one thing on these reels. Once I get it cleaned, there is a notch on them that must be followed. There's a notch right here. You can see it. And then it also tells you right here by this little nub, there's a notch there. And that lines up on this gear right here. There's a notch right here. Right there you can see there's a little notch in the plastic. Maybe we can get that to focus. The notch right there on the plastic. And that will go right like that. This way it locks it in, because you can see right now, oh, I get this right, how it rolls. Now it just dropped down. Here's the notch. So that's got to go in that notch. So back to cleaning. Like I said, this This one doesn't have the grease on either. But like I said, I think I had one that did have grease. But this is just all baked on years of not being cleaned. I bet you these haven't had a good cleaning since they were new. I bet you they just probably, whoever owned the machine just went around the outside of the reels. But I look at it this way, this game survived 40 something years. Is it like 42 years or something like that? 43 years? It's survived that long and still working. So when I take them apart, just like on all my shop jobs, I will go through and clean everything. This way they look so much nicer when you have somebody over and you show them your machine. You open it up, you're like, wow, that looks so much nicer. Plus, when parts are clean, they generally just work better. That's another one of my beliefs. If you got a clean machine, it's going to work better. And that goes for everything. So all the dirt I take off here will make it work better and make it play better. Okay. Just get any last little bits, because this thing does, when I squeeze it, it does sometimes squirt the dirty cleaner over to the other side. 10 hours 51 minutes so far. Alright, clean. This was the first stage. You can see it's got some shine to it now, but let's put them up against each other and get some light to flicker on them. Here we go. Which ones look better to you? They're close to the same, but this one still looks better to me. Let's get bite number 8. I like doing an 8 and 9 because there's so much paint surface there. There. Looks so much better. Alright, back to the Novus 2. Where's my wet corner? I'm glad these are done. Like I said, I got a blister right here the other day from cleaning these damn things. That's why there was 2 left. Plus the 2 left, I knew I wanted to make a video and show you guys how I clean them. Like I said, you might not clean them the same way. You might have another method. I know somebody that just put theirs in an ultrasonic cleaner, and surprising, no, they didn't do an ultrasonic cleaner, they soaked it. And surprising, it didn't come loose, but they were also a Gottlieb reel. People say the Gottlieb reels, the numbers on them are the best for handling, the long term. And they say Bally's are the worst. And Bally is the one that I soaked in water for like 15 minutes or a half hour. And I will get my phone as soon as I'm done with this part, and I will find you that picture, and I will show you what not to do. Luckily, paint pens were invented, and they corrected that reel to the point where you could not tell that the paint ever came off because I touched it up real good. And that's what I'm going to do with both of these reels when I'm done, especially on that one over there. I will touch it up. The only way you're going to be able to tell is by going up to it and looking at it. Now we still got some crud left on these ends, so we will go through it and we'll get that crud off. This doesn't have the baked in dirt like that last one had, where I had to get the Q-tip in there. Q-tips are a wonderful tool. You know, you can buy the name brand or you can buy the generic brand. I bought the generic brand this time because they got plastic sticks on it. And those seem to hold up a little better than cardboard ones that the Q-tip brand has. Q-tip brands, the swabs are far superior. But I needed to get into the little areas with the, what do you call it? The stick, not to bend. Alright. We'll take our green one. And I always try to keep a system on these too where you use blue for this, orange for that, red for this. That way if you always got it stuck in your head, you'll never grab the wrong one again. You'll never grab the Novus 2 towel and use it as the Novus 1 towel, or use the Novus 1 towel to buff it like this as you do with the Novus 2 towel or whatever I just said. Ooh, that thing's warm now from me buffing it. That's how much pressure I put on it. Okay, I just had a guy ask me the other day, why do you tear apart the reels so much like that? Why do you clean all those pieces? You know, because I had actually, you know, all these pieces. Why do you break it down so much? Why don't you just clean the reels off? And like I said, this thing lasted 40 years. I want it to last another 40 years. If those parts get all gummed up with junk, it's going to make everything work harder, and then you're going to get wear. Okay, that's clean. We just got a Novus 1 it, but I want to show you the pictures I have on my phone of the belly reels. They were off my Captain Fantastic. And that is what happens when you soak them in water. That was the most damage right there. You notice that the belly reels are pretty similar to Williams except for the fonts. That's a difference. But you can see how much it took off. But like I said, thankfully that paint pen was invented. So when I touched these up, you could not tell that they were destroyed. They weren't really destroyed, they were just tore up real bad. Alright. Novus 1. Where's my wet side? Oh, it's still wet. Let's put just a little more on there. Novus 1, I got so much of this stuff. So much I don't know what to do with. Now like this, we just go around a couple times. Sometimes I go around more. It just all depends on the reel. This one will get one trip around, or 2 trips. The Novus 1 is more of a extra super fine polisher, and it's also removing all the leftover crap that I might have missed with the buffing towel. And that, ooh, I'm at 10:59. That's a clean reel right there. Clean reels. Remember how they were? They look new now. Perfect. Let's get out that paint pen and I'll show you how I touch them up. Which one's the worst? This one. We will touch this one up. We'll do the 9 and 0 little bit of the 5 and 4. Let's get my paint pen. This is oil-based that I'm using. It's extra fine tip. That's what I mean by extra fine tip. That's what you want. And these are, we're just gonna draw it right on there. You don't have to be too perfect. You're not gonna notice them anyways. There we go. But you do want to be in the lines. There we go. Just trying to hide most of it. I just want to get the big spots. I didn't do this on every reel. I'm just doing it to show you guys how I do it. Most of the times you're not going to notice it anyways. There we go. Once you spin it around real quick, it's hard to get this where it is because I'm trying to look at my hands and then the lens at the same time. But yeah, there we go. That's how you touch up your reels. This one's good enough. Oh, this one's been done already. There's some right on the one there. I don't know if you can see it. Right around in there. I'm trying to get the light on it. That's how I saw it. But yeah, that one's been touched up already. And I don't think I did it because I just cleaned it. See? You don't even notice it. I didn't notice it till I looked at it. Right on there on the bottom. From the half all the way down to the bottom. Anyways, that's it. That's how you clean your reels. And I'm at 11:02 right now, 11:03. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you with cleaning your reels. Like I said, I like these plastic ones better. Up and Up brand from Target. I like the plastic ones better because they don't bend as easy as the what do you call it, the Q-tip brand, because they're like a cardboard. But if you need the absorbency part, you can get the Q-tip brand because their cotton swab is so superior versus the other brands. They don't fall apart and crap like that. But anyways, thanks for watching us. Hit the subscribe and like button, and then hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you do that. There's an Amazon affiliate link on the bottom. Click that. It's a referral link. It gives me a couple pennies for your purchase. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any less. You don't save any extra money. It's just how much you normally save at Amazon, you're gonna still save the same amount, but it's letting Amazon know that I sent you. And then follow us on Facebook at Mark's Basement Arcade, and that's probably about it. To the next video. Later.